Zay Automotive Reviews. Thanks for coming to this channel. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about the Ford Bronco and 15 Easter eggs that's been found on the Ford Bronco. I think it's 15. I could be short, not sure, but we'll look into that as we go along in the video. Um, Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. I wouldn't be nothing without you. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe. Now, the 15 eggs on the 2021 Ford Bronco. Hidden design elements make good use of otherwise boring parts of an exciting new off-road SUV. Now, this Ford is more than just a stable of booking Broncos. Now, we've been rightfully complaining, and people have been complaining for years about the vehicle interior. So much dark, cheap plastic dripped over dark, cheap rubber. So much is bad, boring to the bone. Inside the car is important. It's where we spend the majority of our time. You can't take that lightly. And Ford agrees with that and have taken advantage of the space in the new Bronco to add design touches that celebrate the old Bronco. There hasn't been a new Bronco since 1996. Back when cars and life were arguably much simpler than today, but Ford doesn't want you to forget about those old trucks. From the bucking Bronco logos on the tailgate down to the tie-down protruding from the fenders, there's a little old truck hiding everywhere on the new Bronco. Just like the Jeep, putting spiders on this Renegade and little Willie grills all over the Wrangler. The Ford Bronco wishes to compete in every way with the other off-roaders, even just across the mucky swamp of dark plastics. The first one is, let's take a look at the headlights. The first thing you'll notice about the headlights and the Ford Broncos are these giant circular headlight housing. They're big, but they aren't new. In 1965, when the first generation Ford Bronco debuted, it wore giant circle halogen headlamps with smaller amber signals just to the inside of the grille. Now, we suspect the design of the new Bronco carries that similar DNA. Bronco carries that similar DNA, but this will also help the truck look less like a Jeep at night. And you can see these headlights. They're definitely sharp. And then you have the fully torques. The shiny hardware holding parts of the dashboard and the rest of the interior together are aluminum Torx bolts that read Bronco. MNP 8.8, a metric bolt that's equivalent to the SAE Grade 5 hardware. And you can see that. Then you have the bucking Bronco. The big bucking Bronco has been fixed to the Ford Broncos since its first days back in the mid-1960s. Although the horse has changed his dance over the Bronco lifetime, today it's kicking harder and higher than ever. Ford ad slogans for this debut in Built Wild. The bucking Bronco. Rear hooves are lifted. Unlike the Ford Mustang pony that looks like it's running to a trough full of apples. And you know what? That means that horse is about to kick the living crap out of something. And that's the competition, folks. And then you have the inclinometer. The inclinometer. Sorry if I misspelled that, but get it right the next time. Nearly as wide as the 1980 Broncos 11's 15-inch wheels. An available 12-inch touchscreen system. Features off-road trail navigation that works without cell service. It also hosts to offer off-road assistance, including an inclinometer that shows you how sideways, forward, or completely backwards an incline you're at while climbing crazy terrain. The inclinometer shows a first generation Bronco doing sixth generation Bronco stuff. Take a closer look. That is sharp, folks. That is very, very sharp. You have your different, you have the off-road status, you have the inclinometer, you have the angles, you have the music, the phone, you have the GPS, your favorites, your apps, your setup. This is definitely sharp, folks. You have your signals up here, 1045. It's definitely got a great, nice setup, folks. And designed and engineered. You have the plaque. Both the two-door and the four-door models of the 2021 Ford Bronco will be built in the Michigan Assembly Plant in Wayne, Michigan. The design work, however, took place about 20 miles east of the Blue Oval offices in Dearborn, Michigan. And you have that here. It's quite nice. All the little touches that shows you that they cared. I like the little personalizations. Not personalizations, but the personalizations of the Ford Bronco. Here, the design team nailed a bunch of personality to a baseball bat and beat the new Bronco senseless. Nothing else looks similar, not even the Jeep Wrangler it hopes to defeat. Like the round headlights, its then vertical tail lights are pure Bronco. Unlike earlier Broncos, the new one is chock full of LED lights. But the sharp edges at the bottom of the lights are similar to what the older truck had. Even the white reverse lamps sit deep inside the housing. Like before, the placement of the blue oval at the lower right of the tail light is also big 1990s Bronco vibe. Take a closer look at that. It's definitely nice. And you see the blue oval here. And the sharp edges at the bottom. You see, and it's deep, deep within it. Let's take a look at that center. Definitely nice, folks. Now this is the let's back up so you can look at the Ford emblem so you can get a good view of this. And then you have to go over any terrain. Now the original Ford Bronco was nicknamed the Go Over Any Terrain Vehicle, or GOAT. Ford recently filed the trademark, the acronym which is using in this Bronco to select off-road modes using this rotary dial. There will be 7 selectable modes offering, including normal, eco, sports, slippery, and sand for normal driving, with Baja mud ruts and rock crawl for off-road driving. Definitely nice, folks. Definitely nice. Yep, and you can see drive modes. and it's nice and it's rugged. It's got the rubber edges. It's got the feel of it. You can feel it on your fingers. You know you're not gonna lose it even if your fingers are wet. It's still gonna, it's still made and it's still, um, you can use the device regardless of what the situation may be. Push buttons. Just like the buttons in the Jeep Wrangler, the recirculation button on the Ford Bronco is simply an outline of itself. Is it corny if we say buttons like this are a nice touch? Yes, we figure. Take a look at those push buttons. That is nice. Just push for the max, push for the way, push for the auto, push for that, push for the max AC, AC. Uh, it's even got heated steering wheel, folks. That's what it got. It's got, as you can see, there's three positions to warm up the steering wheel. So it could be cold out, and you're going to feel quite nice. Heated steering wheels make a hell of a lot of difference when it's cold in the morning or something, and you turn that on, you're going to feel quite cozy, especially when you have the heated seats on too as well. And you see the heated seat function here too as well. And you also have the push button for the mirrors too. And it appears to be that may be a rear window defogger, but I think that is the mirrors, but it may be the rear window defogger too as well. I think it is, but that's sharp. And then you have the trail sights. Reminiscent of the first generation Bronco, tall pointy fenders, the new Ford Bronco incorporates the old look with what is called trail sights. They're tie downs you can strap stuff to. For instance, ORV flag windshield cables, or even high lift jacks. These tie downs are limited to 150 pounds, so don't go using them as recovery points for getting pulled out of the mud. Unless you want to end up on YouTube and make a YouTube video of doing something straight out stupid. This is definitely nice, folks. Definitely nice. Oh, check this out. Now, you find a total of 5 Broncos inside and outside the new Bronco. This one is only available on Broncos with a 10-speed automatic transmission. You see the Bronco here, but what do you see here? You see the American flag. That is sharp, folks. You have the plus and minus here on the side, and you have the American flag right here to let you know that this is an American made by the sweat of American people that worked in the factory to make this Bronco happen. So you're feeding a lot of American workers by buying this Ford Bronco. And it's kicking high, folks. So I'll kick the crap out of the competition. This is bad, folks. This is lovely. I love Ford Broncos. And I keep my fingers crossed and everything. Hopefully one day come I can buy one of these things. In a sports car. Who knows? Who knows what may happen in the future, folks. But this is definitely nice. Definitely nice, folks. And then you have the push to start. This isn't so much a throwback to yesterday as is a reminder today. The ignition button for the new Bronco looks familiar because it looks just like one of the headlights on the front. Check that out. Ooh, that is sharp. That is nice. Very nice. Maybe just a reminder just how far cars have come from the days of 2 separate keys, each of which would either unlock or start the truck, never both. That is sweet. That is sweet. So there you have it, folks. This is 15 eggs of the Ford Bronco. And eggs are beautiful things, folks. 15 Easter eggs on the 2021 Ford Bronco. Just had an egg for breakfast, so I'm just saying eggs, but it's all good. This is the Ford Bronco, folks. This is AL Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and thank you for coming to this channel. If you haven't heard from anybody else, I'm going to say myself, you are fantastic. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Have an awesome day.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.